Huge news surrounding these anti-gay bills recently passed in North Carolina and in Mississippi. There's a sort of modern civil war developing between northern states and southern states in a way, which I will tell you about. Yesterday, I told you about Mississippi signing this bill into law. It was actually Republican Governor Phil Bryant of Mississippi who signed it into law. And it allows for the turning away of gay customers based on so-called religious freedom and sincerely held religious beliefs. And we are now seeing a bunch of progressive states fighting back and companies fighting back against what's going on. New York and Vermont are both banning non-essential state-funded travel to Mississippi in retaliation for their recently passed anti-gay law. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced the ban the same day that Mississippi Republican Governor Phil Bryant signed this measure into law. Last week, Andrew Cuomo banned state-funded travel to North Carolina after lawmakers there blocked a series of anti-discrimination protections for LGBT individuals. The state of Vermont is banning official travel to Mississippi. And earlier in the week, Governor Peter Shumlin invited PayPal to bring 400 jobs to Vermont after the company said it was backing out of a move to North Carolina because of their law. And speaking of PayPal, they have now committed to completely bailing on that big project for a global operations center in Charlotte, North Carolina. They are very clear. Dan Schulman, who is the president and CEO of PayPal, said this new law perpetuates discrimination. It violates the values and principles that are at the core of PayPal's mission and culture. We will not move forward with our expansion in North Carolina. And Hulu is now moving a new show out of North Carolina. This is really developing into a sort of mini modern civil war.
It's very hard for people like us to apply pressure when legislation like this is passed, right?
Yeah.
Because as we've discussed, we live in an oligarchy. And so it's much easier for big corporations like PayPal to apply pressure. Most won't. Most don't want to even bother getting into it, but I hope more companies step up.
And the practical question is how much travel was really essential from New York and Vermont to Mississippi anyway, right? I mean, non-essential travel has been banned. Is there even really that much of that or of the essential travel? I don't really know. I do hope that these interstate bans on stuff don't escalate too much, because if states surrounding Massachusetts want to jump on the bandwagon, I have a feeling Massachusetts drivers would be very quickly banned by surrounding states. The driving here is atrocious, and so I completely applaud these moves, but I really hope Massachusetts drivers don't get banned, because I would understand it. You've seen what goes on the roads here.
Oh, don't I know it? Yeah, but it's not going to come to that.
How are things going for Mississippi anyway? I mean, are things so good there that they have time to devote to being anti-gay? It's nearly the worst state for healthcare. It's near the top of the country in infant mortality. It's near the top of the country in neonatal death. It's a state with one of the highest age-adjusted death rates. In 2011, Mississippi was one of the 2 states with the fewest dentists, and the median household income in Mississippi is more than $15,000 lower than the national average. And if you're looking at the prevalence of KKK branches of the hate group, the Ku Klux Klan, Mississippi is near the top of the list. They want to focus on anti-gay discrimination. Got it. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Well, the elites are really not so concerned with the economy. It's all about lowering taxes for the rich and focusing on, I don't know, insincere Bible crap like this.
I am officially today, Lewis, banning all David Pakman Show official travel to Mississippi and to North Carolina. We have none planned, none coming up, and none that we've ever done. But in case it ever were to come up, officially...
There was a KKK rally I really wanted to go to.
Right.
And now I can't?
Well, we would maybe to cover it. That actually would be interesting. But that is the policy, Lewis. To the extent that I am able to contribute to this, I am officially banning show travel to either of those states. Talk to us about this on our Facebook page, facebook.com/David Pakman Show. We will take a break. Very interesting interview next about an injection to treat PTSD that is reportedly 70 to 80% effective. We'll be joined by a veteran of the war in Afghanistan to tell us about how it's worked for him.